sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets die in your heart to slow. But if you don't want to tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Losing almost all my energy.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Toffee Bluecast. We are back. It feels like it's been a long time, and the pre-match is just before the game because we was both busy last night doing stuff. But we're here before the game to get you ready, to get us ready, and we'll reveal the lineups because they'll come out in 6 minutes? Probably already out by the bubble, but yeah, they come out in 6 minutes from the actual Everton or whatever. And we'll do score predictions before the game, for a little bit of fun before we go. So bringing the Everton fans together before the game. Let's do this. Get involved in the comments. I'm sure they're in the house already. Let's have a look. Paul, who's there? How we doing, Paul? You all right?
Not bad. It feels a little bit like when you've been off school for the summer and you go in and the first day you can't remember how to write.
I know. I just said to you, I can't remember how I put the stuff up on the screen to get the channel started. It took me about 5 minutes then. It really does feel like it's been... It feels like it's
Ages.
been... Yeah, it feels like it's the start of the season. And I know that sounds stupid, but it generally feels like we've had a whole transfer window and it's like the first game of the season. That's how long this break has felt during the end of the season, which is crazy because this is the massive part of the season. We've got 10 games left to stay up. It shouldn't feel like
I've forgotten all about that negativity and not scoring goals and stuff. It's I can't remember any of that. Let's forget all of that, and it's like the looking forward, like you say, to a new season. So maybe we can go ahead and get some points today.
But I did put a tweet. That's the whole point of a break, isn't it? I think when you come back, your form is what you make it. It's a complete fresh start. And I put a tweet up saying there's no point in going back. I don't want say this game. I think we're going to do well, but if we didn't, there's no point in bringing the last 10 games back into it. It's a new, fresh start. What we do today is what we are. And that's the way we've got to do things. And that's the same with the fans as well. We don't need to think, oh, they're not that again, not that again, not that again. We need to literally say, right, we're going to push for this team to be good to stay up this season. So this is massive. This is a really, really big game. And I said to you, Paul, when the actual break come, because we were so shit before the international break come, I didn't want to go into the break being crap because I hate that. I want to put it right.
Yeah.
Because it's made me think like, oh, we can't be that crap. We can't go into the break not scoring goals or not having a winning 10. So it's time now to put it right. It's time for us to put it right.
That and more, to be fair. That and more. I read something today that if we didn't win today, someone can tell me if I got this wrong, but if we didn't win today, it would equal Mike Walker's 12 games in a year or something, not winning or in a row. So
I don't think we're as bad as the stats you can pull out. I don't think we're as bad. I honestly do feel it's just we've had a lot of bad luck as well. And I know people say, oh, you can't have bad luck for 10 games, but generally, I don't know how we haven't scored in some of the games and the chances that we've had and created. We've created more chances than we've ever created. I've seen us create in the last 3 seasons. But we just can't get the ball in the back of the net. And it's confidence. But I'd like to think when I used to play football, Paul, when I hadn't played for ages, I was so hungry to play. And I'd like to think that these players are coming back. Missed it. They missed it. Surely they're coming back and they're thinking, oh, you know what? I can't wait to kick a ball. I can't wait for an actual game because they've done loads of training over the international break. but I'm sure these are itching to play now. Now we've got Everton fan advisory board. Could be I think that's Pablo. We've had him on, isn't it? Shout
Could
out
be.
to you. Yeah, it's Pablo. He's there. Look at him. Love it. And Jamie's here back. Not saying without him, he's back in the comments there.
Good lad.
Yes, the boys up the top is Bluecast, and he has got a wicked thing where he can watch every single game now. I'm jealous of him. He's not going to miss one now, Jamie. Paul Caswell in the house. We are playing. Dice can't put the ball in the net himself. No, he can't put the ball in the net himself. It's time for the players to actually step up now, I think. The Blues is here. The main man. Well, I can't call him the main man because you're all the main people, but the Blues is in the house. He likes his stats, doesn't he, Paul? MRFC. It's been, do you know what? It feels like we're back, Paul. You know what I mean? Here we go. They're all in the comments now. They probably missed us here. Sonny Wrigley. We miss you too. We have. As much as Everton did our heads in before the break, you still miss them, don't you? I've been can't wait for this.
Can't remember that now.
No.
Can't remember that. We're going to get a good lineup coming through soon at any moment, I would imagine.
Oh, here we go. It's 2:00, so Paul is going to be putting the lineup on the screen in a minute, live. Let's get ready. Let's get ready to rumble. I ain't got a clue what the lineup's going to be.
Here we go.
We'd do a prediction, but
right.
I'm not gonna look at it.
I'm gonna put that there, and then I'm gonna also read it out. So, Pickford in goal. Coleman's playing.
Coleman.
Captain today. Tarkowski, Branthwaite, Godfrey.
Godfrey, that's it.
Anana.
Where's Godfrey playing? Left back, yeah.
He must be playing left back because there's no Mikalenko.
Mikalenko's got injured the international break then, clearly.
So, Anana and James Garner centre, bad looks of it. Decore in front. Harrison right. McNeil left. DCL. Today's the day. Number 9 up front.
Not Beto, who's been starting previously, is gone for Calvert-Lewin.
On the bench, there we go. If you can't see it, Patterson, Keane, Beto, Young, Gomez, Garnegay, Shamiti, and Warrington. Virginia, the reserve keeper.
What's your thoughts on this, people in the comments? What's your thoughts on this, Paul? Some of it is familiar, a lot of it's familiar, but he didn't say nothing about Mikalenko in the press conference, did he? That must be a new thing.
Yeah.
Gutted on that.
Well, yeah, it is it's a bit of a blow. I think a lot of people wanted Coleman in today, so that's a plus. It was a toss-up between DCL and Beto. It's all about how they've been doing while they've been in Portugal, I guess. So
I don't know how I feel about that.
Ashley Young, are you? You're not happy with that?
I just really like Mikalenko. I think when he's there, I feel safe because I know he's going to do exactly what he needs to do. You feel quite solid when Mikalenko's left back. He's been a revelation, hasn't he, since he's come back on fire. And a bit gutted that he's not there. I'm not going to lie. I feel stronger when Mikalenko's in the squad. But
yeah,
Godfrey left back. He's played there before, but I do think Godfrey can have a good game. But I would have preferred Mikalenko there. That's one thing I will say from seeing that. What's your thoughts on it? In the comments as well. What's your thoughts on the Mikalenko?
Mikalenko's a bit gutting, but when everyone liked Godfrey, it was him sitting in at left back, wasn't it?
It's his best position for us. Yeah.
So I hope he can do a decent job. Midfield is probably expected and probably our best. There's arguments for Anana or Garnegay or James Garner, that sort of mix. But yeah, everyone would want Decore. Most people want McNeil. We don't have many choices on the right, so Harrison is first choice, and then everyone's got their favourites, whether it be DCL or Beto. Basically, what we've got to do is score a bloody goal. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
No, like you say, we ain't got much options. Dobbin picking up an injury as well. We ain't got no options on the wing until Danjuma comes back. It's got to be Harrison or McNeil all game. That's how thin our squad is. That is something we get frustrated with. But when you sell your wingers like Iwobi and Anthony Gordon and don't really bring much in, it's always going to be the case, isn't it? So it's something we just have to accept, unfortunately. I'm not a massive Pablo. I'm not a massive fan of Godfrey or Ashley Young, really, but it's what you've got to do, isn't it? I suppose you've got to put someone there. Would you prefer Ashley Young there or Godfrey, Paul?
Godfrey.
Yeah.
If one of the choices is Ashley Young, then it's the other choice. So whoever it is, for me personally.
Yeah, I'm the same. I think Godfrey's just a bit more simple, get the job done. Then you've got to put all your faith into your wingers then, because you know Godfrey's probably not going to get forward that much. Well, he might get forward, but his crossing ability is not as good as probably Mikalenko or Leighton Baines. But at the end of the day, Godfrey should be able to do the defensive job on that side. And they have got some really good wingers, Bournemouth have. So I think our Godfrey and Coleman will have hard jobs today because they did well in the wings. I mean, I watched them against Luton when they come back. I mean, that was a crazy game. They come back and scored, I think it was 4 goals, wasn't it, second half to win the game. Was it 3 or 4 they scored?
Yeah.
Scored a lot. So they have got capability to come back and score goals.
They pass the ball. Generally, they pass the ball pretty well. They're just maybe a bit weak defensively than they would like. But they can keep the ball fairly well. And they can create chances. So, we've got to be on it without a doubt. I mean, Deitch has got a half decent record. One out of 12 games as a manager against Bournemouth, he's won 8, drawn 2, lost 2. He's actually won the last 6 meetings against Bournemouth. So that's not too bad. Nice little positive on our side.
There are some cracking comments coming in. The Blues says Young is significantly better on the ball than Godfrey, but he just hasn't got the legs. And unfortunately, you do need the legs, don't you? And it does show sometimes. I think that's why he does get the cards. The Blues is probably right there. Yeah, I think that's why you see him get a lot of cards, because when he ain't got the legs, he often just pulls a player down or knocks him down, doesn't he? So, yeah, if you could combine them both together, you'd like it. But unfortunately, we've only got Danjuma is up there with El Ghazi loan deal. Pointless up till now. But I do feel with Danjuma with the new haircut, shaved head, the same as Sean Dyche, we could see Sean Dyche actually start to like him, pick him, and Danjuma actually start scoring with Sean Dyche's hairstyle. So it could be a change for the Cobra. Cobra's shaved his head. I still think Danjuma could play a massive part on us staying up, Paul. What do you think?
I'd love him to. I'd love him to be honest. I do think he has got a touch of class about him. We just haven't seen it enough.
Yeah.
And he's probably one of the ones who would be more likely to try and take someone on. Not that massive fear of failure. Maybe just because he's there on a loan, he realizes that he has to try and do something. So when he does get on the pitch, he does try to make things happen. That's important to have to do.
We've got all the regulars in the house, which is amazing. To be fair, I've missed your comments. It's weird how much you miss them. But here we go. Just a bit of music on now. There's about 163 people on live. Can you hit that like and subscribe, please? If you can. It's amazing. Why not? Why not do it? Do you think James Garner's going to do the lawnmower today? I mean, I just danced and did a little bit of the lawnmower. Do you think James Garner might break that curse that's been put on him to score and do the lawnmower, and he might actually get to do it today?
Still, Ryan's got a lot to answer for that, hasn't he?
Yeah, still Ryan. He should never, ever tell someone to do a celebration now, because we've realised that they never score to do it. Curses them. But I love Still Ryan. Big shout out to him.
Yeah, I do too.
But
he could. Maybe today's the day. Maybe today's the day. Along with DCL getting one, Beto comes off the bench. He gets one as well. And we end up with a clean sheet. Lovely 3-0 win.
You know what, actually? I was literally driving back from where I was, because I was just out, to come back to do this channel quick. And as I was driving back, I'm driving and I looked on my left and there was this guy mowing a lawn on my left. And I thought to myself, oh, my cousin used to love mowing. I don't know why, but he just used to love mowing the lawns and stuff like that, where he used to live, up the farm and stuff like that. And now I've just thought, we're just talking about the lawnmower. Is this a sign? Is it all coming together? That James Garner, I mean, I'm driving, I see a guy lawn mowing. It's Easter. A lot of lawns are getting mowed. Is James Garner going to get that goal? That would be Bournemouth could be his sort of game as well, couldn't it? I mean, we've seen Onana absolutely smash it for Belgium. Shout out to him, by the way, because Onana took on 3 of the best centre midfielders around.
Yeah.
In that Manu, Bellingham, Declan Rice, about 400 million worth of players, 300 million, let's say, pounds worth of players. And Onana literally nearly beat them and ended up getting a draw last minute. So Onana's absolutely on fire at the minute. We hope you do see a lot of Everton fans, Paul, say, oh, he does that for Belgium, but he won't do that for Everton today. But I am hoping that he does do that for Everton as well. Yeah.
Always the way. There's been plenty of players who have done that. I know he's played well for us. So there's been plenty of times that he's done a decent job for us. And Belgium's different gravy, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Belgium are passing the ball around. Think of the players that he's got around him. It's different. It's just different. So he's going to look better on a team sheet of Belgium and on the pitch with the Belgian side. You know, he's not like Blue said. Blues agrees. He's playing alongside quality players. That's why. So yeah, absolutely. He needs to dig in and do a job for us today. That's for certain.
The comments are amazing. Keep on coming in. By the way, I've just seen in the comments there, Fab. Shout out to him. He does the fan advisory board stuff, and they've just started a channel. And if you do want to know anything on the fan advisory board, it's good to have them on the channel. I've got them on the Toffee Bluecast Twitter, and it's good to keep yourself updated with what's going on with the Fab, because they really are pushing on everything. We said Fab would do a lot, and bless him, he is really. We said Pablo would do a lot, and he is really working his arse off to do a lot. So the Fab are doing a lot of stuff, and we'll have you on again, Pablo. We will have you on the show again. I think we're due for you to come on to see how it's gone since you've been on the Fab and how you feel you're doing and what you're doing, and we'll give you a little shout out and stuff like that and push you. But yeah, you are smashing it. I've kept an eye on you, don't worry, Pablo, and you are smashing it. We'll have you on again. Comments still coming in. Newcastle lost 3 players today. That's good because we've got them on Tuesday, so that'll be
long drive. That one is a long drive and a long walk up the steps. That's some away bit. That's extremely.
Well, I'm really tempted to get to Newcastle one because I literally an hour and 10 because I live at Whitby Way. So I'm going to the. I'm just sorting tickets out now to go to the Burnley one at Goodison Park, which is on Saturday. So I planned that for us to go first, Paul. So me and Paul are possibly going to the Burnley game on Saturday. And now, all of a sudden, I thought, Newcastle, I could probably go to that as well. And I'm piling myself up here on a lot of travelling and stuff like that in a couple of days. But, yeah.
Worth it, Dan. This could be a key week for us, though. Do you know what I mean? Positive result today, positive result Tuesday, beat Burnley on the Saturday. Everything just feels 100 times better.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Like, this is I want to be there today because this is the big after the break where this is the change game. This is the let's change it. Let's score goals. Let's break that curse. Let's get the win. Let's start this off. And then literally Newcastle, you want to say, right, after we win this, you want to say, right, Newcastle, let's beat Newcastle and maintain it and win 2 in a row. And then all of a sudden you find yourself at home against Burnley, which is a very appealing game because we played well against them last time. I think it was 2-0. So you start thinking to yourself then, could be winning 3 on the bounce here, Paul. And it's not, Newcastle is the hardest game, I think, personally. But it's not impossible. It's not impossible, is it, to win 3 on the bounce?
West Ham are currently winning 3-1 as we speak away at Newcastle. So the funny Newcastle, you'd end up beating us and then getting hammered by other shite teams. It's just, but it'd just be like us. But it could go the other way. We've had some decent wins at Newcastle in the past. A few
We'll
last
be
minute
there.
ones as well.
We and Paul will be
As
there,
well.
don't worry.
Yeah, we would. Yeah. Definitely. If anyone sees us on that Saturday, definitely come and say hello. That'd be amazing.
We've got a lot of people to meet, haven't we? I think we're definitely gonna have to get there early because
Yeah.
we've got a big clan from the Toffee Blue cast that we've got on the schedule to meet, and we'll definitely come and meet you. Yeah? Probably have to get there about 5 hours early, but we're looking forward. We are looking forward to that.
We are looking forward to that. We're definitely looking forward to that. Yeah, today's fixtures there. So just in case you were wondering what the other teams are doing, Luton have got a tough one away at Spurs. Never tell, can you? Forest at home to Palace. Burnley away to Chelsea. I know it's all about what we do and you shouldn't look at the others, blah, blah, blah. But you do. Of course you do. You know,
you need
it's
look to go.
It's part of it. It's just part. You look at who's above you, who's below you. And, you know, you want neither of them to win. So you know where you're going to be if you do the business. So
if teams do good, Paul, it makes your job harder. If teams don't do that good and they're not doing good around you, it makes our job easier. And you why would you want a really hard job? You'd want an easier life, wouldn't you? You'd want to go into work and it be a bit easier. We don't need to be the job to be really hard to stay up this season. So whatever team is playing around us in that position, we want the results to go our way. We really do. Just so we can get away from. We don't want a last game Bournemouth where we need to win to stay up. I don't want, when it comes down to who's going to go down, I don't want Everton to be in the mix. No, I felt sick. I didn't like it. It was disgusting. I don't want that. I want to just watch 3 teams be in the relegation battle on that last game and it not be Everton. And it's not possible for us to go down. So, yes, we do want results to go for us. And, yes, we want to get away from this bottom 3 crap straight away. There was some comments here. Calvert-Lewin scores today. Best do. What do you think, Paul?
Yeah, today's. A few people have sort of said this 3-week break could have done in the world of good. You know, he comes back fighting, does a decent job. I really hope so. He just needs a bit of luck. He needs one, you know, going in off his arse or
just a screamer
or
for
anything.
confidence.
Or just shoot from the halfway line. Never know.
Yeah. That's what you need.
Never
just
know.
a screamer. Dice keeps saying that he just needs one of those that goes in off your ass. That's what Dice keeps saying as well, doesn't he? Or just one of those that goes in off you. No, he needs one from the halfway line, top corner, to make him think he's the absolute dog's bollocks governor, as Sean Dyche says. And then he'll go and get a hat-trick same game. Could he get a brace today? You're asking there that Calvert-Lewin scores, David Davis. Could he get a brace? Could this be the day where Everton score 4 or 5? We are going to drop now. I think that's everything on what we've got lineups. I mean, their lineup. I think Jamie put it up a bit ago, didn't he, Paul? It's familiar.
He did.
I don't think they've got Christie in it. I didn't see Christie, so
no, it's
someone they normally play.
They've got some decent players. I mean, their main guy is Solanke, top goal scorer and all that sort of stuff, having a good season. But they have some decent wingers as well. So I'm just trying to find where Jamie put it, to be fair. You know, Tavernier always comes up on that right-hand side, always gets a shot off. There's a couple of tricky lads as well. I think we just got to make sure that we're solid, but don't only defend. Oh, my God. Don't just defend the half or the defensive third and just try and pump it up just to try and get out. Don't put DCL just on his own against 4 Bournemouth defenders. Christ almighty. Show that you can actually play a little bit, get the ball to each other. Still use your weapons, do you know what I mean? Get Pickford taking those free kicks. We'll beat them in the air. That's not a problem. I'm pretty sure that we could do that. But just don't isolate DCL. Otherwise, we're going to find it hard to get out of our own half.
But I know people say Everton ain't capable of this, but I know James Garner can pass a ball. I know Onana can pass a ball. We all seen that the international break. Harrison should be able to keep hold of the ball, and McNeil can keep hold of the ball as well. Decore also can. So there's no reason why we can't put a few passes together and give DCL a bit of good service against Bournemouth. I think Bournemouth are a team that we might. I don't think Bournemouth will take all possession, Paul. When I was thinking about this game, it's a game where I think both teams ain't that good at possession, so we probably will have a bit more than what we normally have this game. I think we will get quite a bit of the ball. I know they do try and pass more with this new manager, but they're not a complete possession team that get it right, are they? Especially after watching them against Luton first half, they couldn't keep the ball. So it's going to be interesting on that sort of thing, on who takes more possession.
Well, previous games. I mean, we beat them. What?
Don't even start me. Don't even. Do you know what? This is what makes me hate football. It really makes me hate football. We spot Kudus, and we're about to get him. We are about to get him. If Anthony doesn't go to Man United, we get him, We spotted him undercover. No one knew how good he was, by the way. We spotted how good he was. Didn't even get much of a game. And then all of a sudden, he turns into a world-class player. We would have got him. We would have got him if Anthony didn't go to Man United. So I hate Man U. I hate Anthony.
Well, we would have had Diaz if fat Spanish waiter had not just ballsed up James. Do you know what I mean? We always get them. We always spot them, but we don't get them.
They are millions of stories like that. You're right, Pablo.
Yeah,
and it's depressing. Well, do you know? I hate this player because no one hates the fucking shite more than me. No one. See, I even swear, and I don't swear on the channel. That's how much I hate the red shite. But we even would have had Van Dijk for 12 million. For 12 million.
From Celtic.
When Van Dijk was at Celtic, we looked at him for 12 million. And we chose that Fuchs Mori or whatever his name is, Funes Mori or whatever. I think. Yeah, we picked him instead of Van Dijk. We could have had Van Dijk for 12 million. But we chose to go with another centre-back instead of him. Then Van Dijk went to Southampton. Then the Shite brought him for like 80 million. So, yes, there is. We could have had frigging the striker, Haaland. We could have had Haaland. Haaland's been at Everton training, and we said he ain't good enough. We said he ain't good enough. So don't even
probably
start
weren't the only
this.
ones. We probably weren't the only ones. But Everton, aren't we?
That's revved me up now. Come on, we've got to be good just to get my mind off that because we can't think about that stuff. Right, Paul.
Should we throw a few predictions out there?
Should we do this? Right, what's your score prediction then? Because we've got to get ready for this game.
Well, I love me stats and head-to-heads and all that sort of stuff. I'm
Come
just
on,
looking
get it
at
right. You focus, mate.
Just how it's gone over the last few years. I mean,
bloody hell, the Blues.
The last games that we had, we beat them 3-0 at our place. We beat them 1-0 when we went last day of the season. Before that, we lost 3-0 away, 4-1 away. It was a bit of a blip. We lost 3-1 at home. Before that, we lost 3-1 away, beat them at home, drew away, lost away, beat them at home, lost away. It generally goes with whoever's at home, unfortunately, for today. However, clean slate, 3 weeks off, everyone got together, had a rumble because of Deitch's joke going sideways. I just think they'll be revved up, and they've got to put on a decent performance. I think we are going to scrape it, and I think we are going to win 2-1.
2-1. Who is your goal scorers? Everton are going to win 2-1, according to Paul Foss. Who are your goal scorers?
DCL brace. DCL brace.
Are you going for them?
That's me.
Are you going for them? Solanke?
Oh, for them. No, someone like Tavernier.
Tavernier, interesting.
Yeah.
2-1. DCL brace. Do you know what, Paul? That's risky for you because you don't normally do someone to say you don't normally go with a brace for
No,
like
I
you're normally
don't.
quite
I
specific.
don't.
Yeah, you don't
DCL's
give them
day.
that easy. That's got to be the
DCL's
first
day
time you've ever
today.
given a brace out.
Got to believe. Got to believe for that.
Right, my prediction, and then we'll get yours in the comments. I can see loads coming in. What a cracking show this is. Toffee Bluecast, I love it. That's what it's about, bringing you lot together before the game. And we are doing that right before the game here. We've only got 37 minutes or something like that to the game. So, right, my score prediction. I'm doing it in my head now. Here we go. I've dreamt about it quite a few times, actually. This big break. 5-1 Everton. 5-1. I know. I'm sorry. I'm back with me mad ones, and I was going to get a Bournemouth fan on. Actually, I know quite a few, but this was last minute, so I couldn't. And he wouldn't have liked me saying 5-1. But yes, 5-1 I'm going for. I think we're going to get loads of goals today. This is going to be our Brighton game, you know. If Luton can score 3 past them in the first half, then why can't we score like 5, right? So the goal scorers 5-1 is James Garner. Said he's doing the lawnmower, yeah?
You have
James
said
Garner
that.
scores.
Yeah.
So he scores. Calvert-Lewin, definitely. I'm gonna give him 1. Sorry, but I'm going to give him 1. I do want him to get a brace, though. I hope he gets a brace. But the only reason I'm giving him 1 is because I want other people to score here, Paul. I'm excited for a lot of players here today. I think McNeil needs a goal to boost his confidence. I think Harrison needs a goal. And I'd love Onana to get a goal after that international part for people to start loving Onana as well. So, I've got a variety of goal scorers there. Anta, Garner, Onana. My phone's going crazy here. We're winning already. We ain't even kicked off yet.
Bloody hell.
5-1. And there's... who's playing for them? Clivert, is he playing?
Yeah. He's start.
I like Clivert. Yeah, he's quite good. He always gets a yellow card, Clivert does for them. But yeah, Clivert, I'm going for you. 5 for us. So my goal scorers are Onana, Garner, McNeil, Harrison, and Calvert-Lewin. There you go. Simple. 5-1.
Why not?
I can see the comments coming in already. The book is good, love it. Yeah. I'll have to have a cheeky one.
They loved your Newcastle races as well, didn't they, yesterday?
Well, do you know what? It's just ridiculous. Don't even start, right? Don't even start. Because I went to Newcastle races yesterday, Paul, and there's a thing that I've worked out with me, yeah? Whatever I go for wins the next race.
Right.
So that's what happens with me. So whatever I go for wins the next race. So on the first race, when I went to Newcastle yesterday, I went for a jockey called Tudhope. He didn't win for me. But then on the second race, when I went for Ocean Murphy, Tudhope won at 10-1. And then literally, Ocean Murphy, when I changed my mind on the next race, won the next race. So whoever I bet on wins the next race. That's what happens for me. But yeah, it was a good day out. Luckily, my partner's better than me at betting on the horses, and she pulled me out.
It sounded like it.
It was a really good. She's good. She knows the horse and stuff. But it was amazing. But yeah, 5-1. I don't know what odds you'd get on that. Massive odds on that, wouldn't you? 5-1 all those goal scorers.
Back in the day, would have been 100-1 shot that.
Right, Paul, get these comments on.
Yes.
I'm just going to see what the odds are on 5-1. I'm not putting it on. We don't promote gambling, but I'm just going to see what the odds are just for a bit of a laugh while you drop these comments on. People, get your comments in. Score predictions. We want you score and your goal scorers if you can, people. There's 200 on. If you can, hit that like and subscribe. Tough Bluecast is bringing Evertonians together, and that's what it does. Come on, let's do this.
Kev's gone 2-1 for us to Kev Craney. He's gone 2-1 for us. Drop your scorers in, Kev. Let us know as well.
Yeah, well, that's how we like to know who's going to score.
It's a bit bold, he said, for my DCL brace, but you never know. Can
happen.
The Blues is the Blues, isn't he? 1-1. Decore Solanke.
I actually thought the Blues had said 3-3, but then I realised he actually said the game's gone 3-3. The Newcastle game,
the Newcastle one, yeah. Still a few minutes. Could be a winner in that one. The way it's going.
When I read it, I get the Blues. It said 3-3, and after we're asking for score predictions, and I thought the Blues has gone for 3-3. No way. And then I realised no, he would never go for a 3-3. yeah, so it wasn't 3-3. Go on, keep them coming.
Where are we? Sonny just doesn't think we're going to get anything today. Unfortunately, says that we're going to lose. Couldn't
Sunny as
couldn't.
well. That's like
I
Sunny,
know
like that's a name. Sunny is like a good thing. It's sunny. Everyone loves the sun.
exactly.
That means good result. Come on,
He couldn't
Sunny.
bring himself to give us a prediction though. David Davis has gone for 4-2 goal fest. 4-2 Everton, that is. So that's good.
David Davis. Love
That's
it.
good. We like that. Maybe Decore or DCL scoring in that one, which is good. Some positivity. Although Fab says, how many games it's taken us to score 5 goals? Now we're getting 5 in one game. Stop smoking the bananas, Dan.
Yeah. I've managed to get it, Pablo, just for you, mate.
Go on.
And for other people in the comments as well. For us to win just 5-1 without even putting the goal scorers, for us to win 5-1, it says on William Hill, it's 150 to 1.
Really? Wow.
I didn't think it'd be that mad. That's mad, that, isn't it?
I didn't think you'd get that.
William Hill don't think we can score either.
Is it worth a quid?
Well, I definitely will have to now, otherwise I'll kick myself in the head. But we're 11-5 just to win as well. So we are outsiders this game. You've got to realise. I think. Well, I know we love Everton and all that lot. And I said this to my partner as well. She goes like, "Forget you're an Everton fan," which I couldn't. I'm always biased. But she said, "Who do you think will win?" I said, "To be fair, it's not an easy game. If Everton do win this game, it's a 50-50 game, isn't it? I think personally. I don't think we're 11-5. I think we're 50-50 with these because Bournemouth are quite good. They are. We're going to have to be good to win this, ain't we, Paul? I don't think we can think, this is an easy game. Sometimes you think from other seasons, Bournemouth, Everton, we should be better than them. But when you look at how they've been doing and stuff like that and the players they've got, it's not an easy game today. It really ain't.
I'm gonna have to plead no knowledge here. Who's Josh Wander?
I know Steve Wonder is.
I don't know. Apparently, it's more likely than your prediction.
Josh Wander, he's got to be in their team, hasn't he?
I'm not sure it is, you know.
This is why we get a Bournemouth fan on, because we do watch a lot of football, but I don't know some of these players Bournemouth have got. Flash score, Bournemouth.
Oh,
it's a joke,
right.
Isn't it?
No, you're right. Yeah, he's head of 777. Sorry, I just wasn't thinking about.
Oh,
you know what? You know what? It was so nice.
Gosh,
It's been so nice not to talk about off the pitch stuff as well in this. It's the first time we're not talking about off the pitch stuff for ages.
And here's me looking for Josh Wander in the lineup.
Hey,
all I know is his 7-7 partners is his name's Josh. I didn't know it was Wander.
Sonny went 2-2. We've warmed him a little bit. He's not got the feeling today, but he's gone for a 2-2. So good on you, Sonny. It's not all doom and gloom. Not all doom and gloom. Oh, what's that? Newcastle 4-3 up now.
Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes.
Harvey Barnes. Oh, that means they're going to be up for it Tuesday. Oh.
No, do you know what? This is what. Do you know when you? I didn't say this, Paul, but do you know when you said I actually wanted Newcastle to win this game. Okay. And I know a lot of people will say, do you know why? Because I think if they didn't win, they'd be even more hungry to beat us and put it right. Because they've won, I think they'll have that little bit of cockiness sometimes, and they could be due a loss. I always think, like, if a team's won, we've been better to break a curse this season. Like, when you remember us playing Brentford had unbeaten in 10 and we beat them. I think we're better at taking on a challenge when a team's in form. Because the pressure's on them then as well. Yeah, the pressure's on them. So, if Newcastle would have lost, they would have been fuming. And it would have been said that they're hungry to beat us to come back because they need to come back through playing crap against West Ham. Where if they've won, the pressure's on them. The pressure's on them then, I think. So it could be good. It could be a good result for us because As long as we get a win against Newcastle, I don't care. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. No, it is nice. It is nice, Pablo. You've been doing all the off-field stuff lately. It's been nice to just sort of leave it alone, to be honest. But yeah, if they, like Sonny said about Newcastle, win or lose, we still need to beat them. It'd be good to get something out of it. It really would.
We are coming to an end now, but like, I'm sorry, but our manager just isn't good enough. Do you think, when you look at these players, do you think Sean Dyche is stopping these players from doing what they need to do to win games? Do you think James Garner's on the pitch and Sean Dyche is saying, don't do this, don't do that, don't do that? Because when I've heard Sean Dyche in the interviews, he says he just lets Branthwaite be himself. He doesn't tell him to do too much or overfill him with instructions because he just wants Branthwaite to blossom into what he's going to be. I don't think Sean Dyche is the problem here, by the way. I don't think when we're having 10 shots on target, Sean Dyche is the reason we're missing the shots on target. Our tactics have been good enough to win games. We've had more shots on target we've ever had. So that shows that Sean Dyche's tactics are good enough to win the game. So all it takes is the players to just step up and win the game. Everything's on the table for Everton to win, isn't it, Paul? I don't know. I can't blame Sean Dyche because if I'm looking at our team now, Paul, and I'm thinking, oh, we could be so much better if we had a different manager. I don't think that. Like, what other manager could make us miles better than what we are?
The thing is, you don't know. You don't know how it can go. We've had a decade of changing managers all the time. I mean, Christ, we had arguably the best manager in the world in Carlo, and he got us to a particular level. He brought in James, etc. But we weren't like knocking on Europe or anything else like that. So even the best managers are going to struggle. So we are where we are, and at the moment, we are where we are to stay up.
I did just take a sneaky look because I actually, when I went out, I went into William Hill and I put 30 quid on Gordon to get yellow carded.
Yeah.
Because I just before I went out, I looked and it said Gordon yellow carded is 4-1.
Yeah.
And I thought Gordon always gets carded. 4-1 is way too big odds for him. Yeah. And then Pablo I think it was Pablo in the comments just said Gordon got carded. So I just quickly went on my phone and had a look.
Yeah.
And yes, he didn't get one yellow card, he got two. So I don't know. Yeah, I've done all right there. So that's our tickets, Paul, paid for. That's our tickets paid for.
Get in.
By Anthony Gordon.
Thanks, Anthony Gordon.
Thanks, Anthony Gordon, for paying for mine and Paul's tickets for the Burnley game. Thank you so much, mate. 4-1, 30 quid. Cheers, Gordon. I love you. I needed that. Right. So that's all the scores in, by the way, people. Thanks. We might be coming straight live for an instant match reaction. Yeah. So be ready. We could be here straight after the game. Let's just win. Come on. I want to celebrate. I don't know what a win feels like. It's been that long. Come on. Branthwaite's going to be hungry because he didn't play for England. He's going to want to show Southgate he's a... Don't even need to add the words onto that. So Branthwaite's going to be hungry. Tarkowski's going to be hungry. Godfrey just do the job left back. Coleman, he played so well for Ireland. He's going to be getting these going. Yeah. James Garner hasn't been playing that well. He's going to be hungry. Onana's on fire. McNeil's been quiet. He's going to be hungry. These all want to go. McDonald's, don't they? Harrison, he's going to be starving. You know what I mean? He ain't been doing it. Calvert-Lewin as well. Yeah, we will give you a visit. Don't worry. I'm still tempted to go.
There's a march on, isn't there? A march on as well before the Burnley game.
Marching down the Goodison Road. Oh, the windows open wide.
That's a quarter past two.
The camera makes me arms look small, but I'm bigger than that in real life, Pablo. I'll show you, mate. You know what I mean? Marching down the Goodison Road. Come on, Everton. Come on, Everton. Let's do this.
We're ready now, aren't we?
Never wanted to win so much. Yeah, because I want to win. And Gordon's he's just paid for our tickets. Everton are going to win now as well, just to top it off as well. I'm going to put £1 on that 5-1 to win 150 quid. Can't go wrong, can you? Don't gamble. But at the end of the day, when you're an Everton fan, you don't normally win when you do anyway. So here we go. Bit of music before we go. Just a bit of upbeat. I know you're ready anyway. This is it. Don't be miserable, please. This is going to be the start of something special today. We are, I promise you, crop this. I'll crop it. We are coming back on the show after the game to celebrate Everton winning. And if they don't win, I'm not coming back on because I look like a complete idiot right now. But we are coming back on and we're winning.
Nothing new there.
All jokes aside, there are 200 and, well, it ain't jokes, we are winning, by the way, but there's 225 people on. If you can hit that like and subscribe before we go off, we need to hit 1,000. Come on, we're well worthy of that. Proper entertainment. We do quizzes a lot. Here we go.
We do.
Drop the slow song on. Watch the flares. Watch the Everton fans. Our fans are going to love it today away. I know a lot that's gone as well. They're going to love it, Paul. Here we go. I'm the boss one, everyone.
Never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run.
Oh, get on the stream, we'll be celebrating. I really do.